So today we're going to be talking about the Outriders demo. Yes, I finally got some time to sit back, relax, enjoy this off stream, and really take it all in. Now, I've already covered all the classes, I talked about the demo, and I talked about what you could expect from the Outriders, but we finally got our hands on the demo. And I did have early access to this game about 4 months ago, so I will talk to you guys about that a little bit in this video. But this video will be focused on the good, the bad, the ugly, everything I liked and didn't like about Outriders. So let's get right into it, starting off with player customization. Now, I will tell you, I'm not a big person to fully customize my character. It's not too important in a game. If the game gave me a main character, I wouldn't mind just playing with that. But I know for some people this is a big thing. And when I tell you that the customization in this game was a little underwhelming, I can tell a lot of people who love customizing their character won't spend much time here, because there really isn't a lot of options. You can change your face features if you want a male or female, the color of your skin, the color of your eyes, your hairstyle, your hair color, put some piercings and even some markings, but that's really about it. So if you're looking for something really in-depth, well, customization isn't it in Outriders. The next thing we're gonna dive into is movement. Now, some of you guys might love it, some of you guys might hate it. What it reminded me a lot of was Gears of War. And yes, this was expected, as the developers were part of a team that developed one of the original Gears of War games. Now, the big difference I did notice from if I played a Gears of War game and I played this was this one felt a little bit more loose. Like I had a little bit more freedom on my movement. But at the end of the day, I really felt like this had that true Gears of War movement. When I go from cover to cover, if I had a shotgun out, I really felt like I was playing a Gears of War game. Now, I'm not saying the gameplay itself plays like Gears of War. I just want you guys to remember, I'm saying that the movement reminded me a lot of the older Gears of War games. Now, this takes us right into our next topic, gunplay. Now, why I feel like the shotgun gunplay feels really good, I felt that when you used other guns like the SMG, assault rifle, it took a little to actually lock onto the target and then aim. Now, I don't know if my aim's just that bad in this game, or if it's just taking me a while that I need to change the settings, but I really felt like the initial ADS was really all over the place. Now, remember, I am playing on controller, so that could have been the issue, but I want to know, did you guys have issues with that? And are you guys playing on mouse and keyboard on PC, or are you guys playing with a controller? I really feel that maybe on PC the aiming feels really good, but on controller I felt like it needs a little bit of work. I did feel that the weapons were very balanced though, so you could pretty much use anything and do well with it. Obviously, I do love the explosion effect that they added to this game, and that's why you see me running around with the shotgun just blowing people up. Now, when stuff starts to get a little bit better, it's when you start unlocking these weapons with mods on them. And that's something that you guys see later in the demo. As you guys start to keep leveling up, once you get to closer to level 6, level 7, you will start unlocking these mods, and that's where you can kind of see how strong these weapons can get in later in the game, which we won't see here as this demo does stop at level 7. Now, what I really loved about this game were the powers. I want to say that is what I loved the most about Outriders. I felt that the powers really worked hand in hand. Now, we only got to unlock 4 of them, and you get to unlock the 4th one at level 6. So once you get to level 6, you will unlock your 4th and final power, at least for the demo. Now remember, there are 8 different powers, but we only get our hands on 4 of them. And when I tell you, when you power these bad boys together, making these power combos, that's where this really shines. And there was no better feeling when you power these combos together. Now, the class I decided to go with was the Devastator. It had some really cool power moves that I was really excited to use. And when you pair these together, like Reflect Bullets, Earthquake, and even Gravity Leap, I'm telling you, it was something to see. And I can't wait till we get our hands on the other 4 powers and really test that out and see the full potential of these powers in Outriders. And your powers do get better as you get better gear, because there are mods on a lot of the higher end gear, and these higher end mods usually help out your skills. Like the one we had just saw helps out Earthquake, and the one before that was helping out Gravity Leap. And for some reason, if you felt that the skills felt a little underwhelming and they weren't as strong as you thought they were, I will tell you that as you guys level up your skill tree, depending on which way you decide to go, which branch you start to use, it will make a big difference in your skills, everything from how long they can last to how much more damage they do. So I am very impressed with how the powers work in this game and also how the skill tree does. So that is one bonus and one thing that I really like about Outriders. Now I will tell you that loot feels really rewarding, and when I say that, I really mean it, because every time I got something, I felt like I was always upgrading. So when I did have one piece of gear and I got a new piece of gear, I always felt like it was a little bit stronger and there was a benefit for putting it on. So it always felt that you got to the point where you never felt like you were getting low level gear. Every level felt like you were getting something new, refreshing, and I can't imagine that that will change going from level 1 all the way to level 30. Now I was lucky enough to be able to play a couple boss fights, and I want to tell you, they actually felt pretty good. They were challenging, they had me on the edge of my seat. I had to make sure that I was taking care of the AI so I could still heal. And that's what I think I love about the Outriders. There's no real way to heal in this game. The only real way to heal in this game on most of the classes is putting out damage at close range and being in the fight. And you learn pretty quick that playing aggressive is the only way to play Outriders. The more aggressive you are, the more you can stay up and keep that health bar up. I felt that learning when to use your powers was something you really needed to learn early on, because when you learn to space out the powers, it will give you the ability to use them at times when you need them the most. When you need that healing to get close to the enemy to be able to kill them, popping that power right at the last second can really give you a chunk of health. And that's what I really loved about the game. The gameplay is actually really fun. I was one of the lucky ones that didn't have any launch issues of the demo. I had a lot of people tweet me saying that they were having a lot of problems when the demo first went live, and I was lucky enough to not have to go through that. Now I did see some low frame rates on cutscenes and sometimes some frame rate drops when playing the game, but it wasn't all the time. And I think once the full game comes out, a lot of those issues should be taken care of. And that's the great thing about them dropping a full demo, that all the progression will carry on, that a lot of this they can tweak before the launch comes out, which is until April 1st. So we still have about a month away. I want to know what you guys thought about the demo. Did you guys have a chance to play the demo? And I'm going to give you my conclusion right now. I think Outriders is a fun game. Do I think it's something that I will play long term? At the moment, I can't really answer that. Do I think it's a game that I will grind for hours and hours and hours? I don't really think so. I think that the gameplay's fun, but I think at the end of the day, with them having no PvP at endgame, it might throw me off a little. And I know for a lot of you, that's not even an issue. None of you really even care about PvP. So endgame for PvP doesn't really bother you. But for me, who loves grinding this gear, loves putting really cool gear on, maxing my character out, I want to go show it off to people. I want to go kill some people. And I really want PvP in a looter shooter. So will I most likely buy this game? Probably. Will I put hours and hours and hours into it? I don't think this is going to be the game for me. And we'll see. There's still time and there's still a month away. So we still just have to wait and see. I'm going to play the demo more and more and then try to see what I can do at level 7. What kind of combos I can put together, what kind of mods I can unlock, and maybe play different classes and see how much I would actually play this game once the game comes out. Let me know what your thoughts on this game is. Use the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys found this video useful and hopefully you guys can make the decision yourself. At the end of the day, this is just my review. If you guys have any second guesses, the demo is free. Try it out yourself. I will see you guys in the next video, but until then, Nothing But Skills is out.